Alright guys, welcome back to the Cosmic Carolinian. So, once again, I was extremely late to seeing another movie. Finally saw Fantastic Four, and right off the back, without seeing it for a second time, don't hold me to this rating, but I would give the movie probably an 8 or 9 out of 10. In my most humble opinion, I really enjoyed this movie. I really liked the story. I like the utilization of each member's powers. This is probably the best version of the Fantastic Four we got. The only thing I've seen, the other versions of the Fantastic Four that I've seen, like most of you I'm sure, is I know of the 90s version of the Fantastic Four. I'm not sure what year it was exactly, but there was the 90s version which looked very cheap and very trash. Of course, we have the mid-2000s Fantastic Four, which was the best one so far. And that's the one that I grew up with. I was probably like 12 around that time, something like that, maybe. Yeah, those were cool. I mean, that's back when I really didn't know anything. I didn't even, like, I somewhat know about the comics and stuff, so I have a little bit more of a better understanding when it comes to the source material with a lot of comic book things. But back then, I didn't know anything. So growing up watching X-Men and Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, all of these things, I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, I still wasn't really a comic book or a comic movie fan back then. And so it was cool or whatever. And then we had the 2015 Fanforstic, whatever it's called. Didn't bother watching it. It looked, somehow it almost looked worse than the 90s movie that I referred to earlier. And so I didn't bother with that one. But finally, the day has come where I can say we have the best version. This is the best version of Fantastic Four with this movie that just came out. This might be one of my favorite MCU projects so far. There's a part on the movie where they're being chased by the Silver Surfer, and it is one of the coolest, most intense shots in this movie, because while they're being chased by the Silver Surfer, Sue is going into labor, and this is right after their first encounter with Galactus. It is just one of the most incredible, the whole scene, from the time that they try to run, well, from the time that they run from Galactus and then they start getting chased by the Silver Surfer up until they escape her. Visually, just amazing. Great movie. Really great movie. But what I want to talk about today is the impending doom that we have. Now, spoiler alert if for some reason you still have not seen this movie. I know there are a few people that have not seen it, or they don't want to watch it, or whatever the case is. I'm just going to throw this out there. Just a spoiler alert. You probably already know by now because, like I said, I'm super late anyway, as usual. But they mentioned that Dr. Doom may or may not be in this movie, and I can confirm, as well as the rest of the internet, that he is in this movie. He comes and shows up in a post-credit scene, in the first post-credit scene, talking to Franklin. This is some time after the events that happened in the movie. And so Franklin has aged up a little bit. The thing that I really want to focus in on in regards to Dr. Doom is, where did he come from? You know, why now is he showing up? Has he always existed in this earth? I mean, in this earth, because they come from the 828 universe, where obviously everything is a little bit different. They have retro futuristic tech and all of these different things. And so, did he come from that universe, and will this be the Dr. Doom that we know going forward in Doomsday and Secret Wars and all of this? And I'm not sure. Earlier in the movie, basically Sue storm has, or I guess this Earth has a version of the United Nations, and noticeably there's Latveria seating that is for the representation of that country, and nobody is sitting there. So I don't know if this is a nod to saying that Doom is in power in his country where he comes from, Latveria, or if this was just kind of setting it up for the post-credit scene. I'm not sure exactly, but it kind of makes you want to believe that he is from the 828 universe. And so my question is, if that is the case, then why now? Why is he just now going or making himself known to the Fantastic Four? Because they've only been active for 4 years, and you would think that they would kind of know him by now after going back and forth. Maybe they do, maybe they're saving it for another time, or in the future in Doomsday or something, when everything like really hits the fan. I don't know, I'm not sure, but from what it looks like, this is their first encounter. And it's not even the whole Fantastic Four, it's just Franklin. Well, he's not really in the Fantastic Four, but it's his mother and Herbie, I think that's it, the robot. Those are the only two people or the robot and Sue are the only two that see him. Maybe, my thought is that maybe the battle with Galactus got the Fantastic Four onto Victor's radar, and now he realizes how much power Franklin has. And maybe, because Franklin, apparently his powers are pretty much limitless. Like, he can create and destroy worlds almost. And so I'm wondering if he also is after Franklin for his power so he can create battle worlds. I'm not sure exactly, but that's my guess. I don't know. And this is me just coming up with it on my own. I haven't really listened to anybody else's review or breakdown and, with this specific topic in relation to Fantastic Four. So this is my guess. And knowing what I know and the limited knowledge that I have, obviously. So I'm wondering if that's the whole premise. That's why Dr. Doom decided to show up now. And so I wonder what else he has going on in the background, like what other strings has he been pulling? And is this his magnum opus pretty much? Is this his end game is to harness Franklin's power to create Battle World and to create the world as he sees fit? And how will he harness it? This what I'm saying here, this portion of the video, it's just more so me asking questions, because I have a lot more questions than answers. Obviously, we'll know soon enough with the movie Doomsday, maybe, or Secret Wars. They come out, Doomsday comes out next December, and then Secret Wars the following year in 2027. So I'm not sure. So I just wanted to kind of just sit here and just kind of deduce what I know and kind of figure out what is actually going on. And so I don't know, but my other thing too is we know from some of the leaked set photos that we've seen, is this, if the set photos or not set photos, but the concept art, is this how it sets up Doomsday, where I guess, Doom goes there, he kidnaps Franklin and Sue, because on some of that artwork, we see that he forced Sue to be his wife, or however it works, I'm not sure. And there's this alternative timeline and everything. Sue is his wife and Franklin is maybe his herald. I don't know if Doom has heralds like Galactus does. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm wondering if this post-credit scene is what sets up the artwork that we saw, if they're even going to use that artwork. There was like an AI video that was going around that kind of showed all of this stuff too, where I guess Reed and Johnny tried to go save Sue, but she's married to Victor. I'm not sure exactly. If I can find that video, I'll try to implement it in this one just to show you what I'm talking about.
So can you hear me? Dude, what have you done? What did you do to her?
Same thing I'm going to do to you, Mr. Richards. I set her mind free.
It does seem interesting that she would be the one with Franklin when Doom shows up. So I do think they might be going in that direction. Maybe it doesn't exactly play out the way that it did in the artwork or that AI video that I just mentioned. But it is interesting that they decided to do the post-credit scene that way. And so, yeah, I don't know. So I just wanted to kind of talk about this and everything. I don't want to, keep going on and on because I'm sure most of you have seen the movie already. Like I said, I'm super late. I always am late with these things. Time is not on my side for all the things that I want to do on this channel as well as the other channel. So I guess we'll know soon enough next year when Doomsday comes out. But this has me super excited to see the direction that they're going in and everything, because, and that's the other thing I want to say too, Fantastic Four definitely kicked off phase 6 proper. I really think that they're going in the right direction now, and Fantastic Four was a clear indicator of how quality and things are going to be implemented into the MCU. We're getting back to those core stories that we had, those quality stories that we had. I think it's a fantastic way to kick off phase 6. So, all right, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Please like,